Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good few weeks, that you're doing okay. And now, as you guys know, I love a good movie. And a lot of movies, probably most movies, follow a fairly similar pattern, whether it's a rom-com or a sci-fi or an action movie or like a period drama type thing. See if this sounds familiar to you. The movie starts and we see our characters and their lives are alright, things are fine. Then something happens and everything goes wrong. Their lives seem to fall apart in some way. All that was right has gone wrong. Next we get to the bit where they turn the corner. The characters start to fight back. The problem isn't sorted, but a solution is on the way. This is where the majority of the film takes place, as our hero gets sorted out and rises up to take on the bad guy, or to ask the girl to marry him, or whatever. Everything wrong is being made right again in the course of that section. And then the fourth and final part is, of course, the big happy ending. The work is finished, where we can look at the world now and see how everything that was wrong is now right. The bad guy is in prison, the aliens are defeated, the couple are living together happily ever after. So we started here, we went wrong, we turned it around, and then we end up with everything being great at the end. That's the basic pattern. Everything's okay, stuff goes wrong, things start to get fixed, things are wonderful. And that's the basic pattern we see in the Bible as well. We start with God making everything, and everything is right. We're here. We saw that a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? Then last week we saw this second part, what happened to the world and how it all went wrong. We saw that humanity has rejected God, and the result is we've become God's enemies and spoiled God's world. It was very good, but we broke it. We were with God, but now we are separate and apart from him. But God didn't leave things like this. He didn't shrug and walk away. He has a plan and he sets it in motion. God is our main character that is going to right all the wrongs. And that's what we're going to be seeing for the next few weeks. And we're going to jump in today with a man called Abram. I'm going to read Genesis 12, verses 1 to 7 for us. Now the Lord said to Abram, "Go from the country of your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you, and I will make you a great nation. And I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." So Abram went as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abraham was 75 years old when he departed Haran. And Abram took Sarai his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their possessions that they had gathered, and the people that they had acquired in Haran. And they set out to go to the land of Canaan. When they came to the land of Canaan, Abram passed through the land to the place at Shechem, to the oak of Moreh. At that time the Canaanites were in the land. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, "To your offspring I will give this land." So he built there an altar to the Lord who had appeared before him. So God appears to Abram and makes a whole bunch of promises. You probably caught them as we read it. He promises to make Abram a nation, children, land, security, and a whole load of promises about blessing. So we've become God's enemies. We saw that last week. We've become God's enemies and spoiled God's world. But these promises, they're putting right those problems. We see God promise a nation who will know God and be his people. Not being separated and cut off, not being enemies, but being close with God, being God's people. That wrong is starting to be made right. And we've spoiled God's world, but now God promises a land of plenty and of security. Our rebellion brings a curse, but now God says blessing will come through Abram's family. And God promises a rescue that will be one of Abram's descendants. The wrong is being made right, and it's starting here with God's promises to Abram. So we're not up here yet towards the end, but we have turned that corner at the bottom. We're starting to turn the corner. Now Abram, in our passage, has a choice. He could trust what God is saying or not. He could trust that in the land of peace and security that he was promised. He could trust that God would do what he said he would. He could trust that God was going to make everything wrong right again. And that, if we carried on reading, is what Abraham does. He has moments where he loses it slightly, but throughout he pretty much trusts that God is going to keep those promises, going to make the wrong right again. And we, I think, have a similar choice. Here we are in lockdown. I'm still talking to you over the internet. Lockdown week number, I lost count a while ago. It's not fun, is it? And to me, I don't know, it seems to be getting worse each week. But there are promises that are made to us as well. This isn't eternity. God is going to make all the wrongs right again. And whether we're still in lockdown a week from now, a month from now, 6 months, a year, no matter how long, we can know that it's not forever. The time is coming where God is going to take all the wrong things away and make them right. Whether that's coronavirus, or murder, or pollution, or bullying, or whatever. God will make everything wrong right again. Let's be like Abraham. Let's trust him in that. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.